Hello and welcome back. This is Appendix C, and this is notes about capacity. And capacity is, talking about the amount of liquid contained in an object. Okay, not necessarily liquid. Usually, it's liquid, but we can talk about things in what we call gallons and quarts and pints, pints to cups and cups to fluid ounces. So, what I want to do, we're going to do the same thing that we just did in the previous examples, except for we're using a different concept, and that's capacity, okay? So let's just kind of jump in here, and what I want to do is be able to convert the following, and I want to convert gallons. 9 gallons is equal to how many ounces? So what I have, is, and this word right here, up here, should say pints and not points. Okay, pints. Okay, so what I have is, if I wanted to go from gallons all the way to ounces, okay, and we can even just get to this point. But what I want to do is convert, there's nothing in here that just directly converts gallons into ounces. So we kind of have to play a little game here of, okay, I know gallons can convert to quarts, quarts we can convert to pints, and then pints we can convert to ounces. So we're going to do quite a bit of converting here. So what I want to do is this. I'm going to do 9 over 1, 9 gallons over 1. And I'm going to multiply that by 1 gallon is the same thing as 4 quarts. Okay. Now the other thing that I know is that 1 quart is equal to 2 pints. All right. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to multiply this by 1 quart. And I have 2 pints up here. And then I know that 1 pint is equal to 16 fluid ounces, okay? So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to multiply this by 1 pint is equal to 16 ounces, okay? And that's what we want to get to. We want to get to a point where we can use ounces, all right? So what happens here is that my gallons are going to divide out. Okay, my quarts are going to divide out, and my pints are going to divide out. So as a result, what you're left with is this. You've got 9 times 4 times 2 times 16 ounces. Okay, if we plug that into the calculator, this is what we're going to get. I'm going to get 1,152 ounces, okay? And that's what I would put up here, 1,152. And that's when we convert 9 gallons into ounces, okay? So similar to what we were just doing, guys, it's just that we're using a different concept of what's equal to what. So it's using your tables, using this information to be able to convert these, okay? So let's do this. Let's convert 24 quarts to gallons. Now this is nice and easy because I already have this conversion that 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. So let's do this. All right, let's start off, and I'm going to write 24, okay, 24 quarts, and this is over 1. I'm going to multiply that by, I'm going to have quarts down here, and I'm going to have gallons up here. So what I know is that 1 gallon is equivalent to 4 quarts. Okay, so then what happens is my quarts divide out, and we are simply just left with 24 gallons over 4. Okay, so if I take 24 divided by 4, that's going to give me 6 gallons. And that's it. That's all we're doing. Okay, so 6. So same thing as we've been doing. All right, let's go ahead and look at the metric units of capacity. And we have something here that we call a liter. Okay, and liter, you're pretty familiar with that, with a 2-liter bottle of Coke. or soda pop, whatever you guys call it, and that's 1 liter, or that's 2 liters. And we also have this other conversion of 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. Or we can also do the reverse and say that 1,000th of a liter is equal to 1 milliliter. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to convert 4.5 liters into milliliters. So let's just jump in right here real quick, and let's do this. And let's do 4.5 liters over 1 times, I'm going to do liters down here and then milliliters up here. So what I know is that if I have 1 liter, okay, that means that I have 1,000 milliliters. Okay, my liters will divide out, and I'm left with 4.5 times 1,000 milliliters. Okay, and that's going to give me 4,500 milliliters. Okay, and that's what we've got. Okay, so 4,500 milliliters. Okay, and that's it. All right, on the next one, we want to convert milliliters into liters. Now, what we can do here, let's do 280 milliliters over 1. We're going to multiply that by milliliters on the bottom, liters on top. Okay, now we can do a number of different things here. I could do, if I do 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, that'll work. The other thing that'll work, and I'm going to show you guys this, you could use the other one as well, 280 milliliters over 1. If I multiply that by, what is it? Okay, what do we got? Milliliters down here and liters. If I have 1 milliliter, that means I have 0.001 liters, okay? So watch what happens. If I do 280, well, let's do this first. Let's divide out our milliliters, okay? That's important. And then as a result, we get 280 liters divided by 1,000. Okay, so if I do 280 divided by 1,000, that's going to give me 0.28 liters, okay? If I were to do the same thing over here, my milliliters are going to divide out over here as well, but I'm going to get 280 times 0.001 liters. So if I do 280 times 0.001, I'm also going to get 0.28 liters out of this. All right, so it doesn't matter which one you do, it just matters that you get the right answer. All right, so however you want to do it doesn't matter to me, but and we could have done the same thing on the previous example as well. Okay, converting that to meters. All right, let's take a look at a couple of medical applications, and let's take a look at the first one. It says a physician orders 3.5 liters of 5% dextrose in water to be administered over a 24-hour period. How many milliliters were ordered? Okay. So, one of the things about this problem especially is that this 5% dextrose in water, this information is kind of just unnecessary. It just tells you what it is. But we have 3.5 liters, okay? So 3.5 liters, how many is that in milliliters, okay? So let's convert this. So I've got 3.5 liters over 1. I'm going to multiply that with liters on the bottom, milliliters up top. For 1 liter, I have 1,000 milliliters. Okay, we can go the other way as well, but I kind of like just using this one. These numbers are nice and easy. So my liters divide out, okay, and we are left with 3.5 times 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so if I do 3.5 times 1,000, that's going to give me 3,500 milliliters. Okay, and that's it. Okay, the last one, it says liquids at a pharmacy are often labeled in liters or milliliters. This means that if a physician's prescription is given in ounces, it must be converted. So for conversion, a pharmacist knows that 1 fluid ounce is approximately 29.57 milliliters, okay? So a prescription calls for 3 fluid ounces of theophylline. How many milliliters does the prescription call for? Okay, so here's what I've got. If I'm trying to convert 3 fluid ounces, okay, into milliliters, okay, I need to use this conversion right here, okay, that 1 fluid ounce is approximately 29.57. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 3 fluid ounces, okay, over 1. I'm going to multiply that by fluid ounces and on the bottom and milliliters on top, okay? So what I know is that 1 fluid ounce is equivalent to 29.57 milliliters, okay? So then my fluid ounces will divide out, and we are just simply left with 3 times 29.57 fluid ounces, okay? And so if we multiply 3 times 29.57, it's going to give us 88.71 no, and this shouldn't be fluid ounces, this should be milliliters, I'm sorry. And this answer should be in milliliters, okay? So I just caught myself. And I knew I caught myself because the question asked me how many milliliters. We're trying to find milliliters here, okay? And we divided out fluid ounces. So that's what we've got. So go ahead on your Appendix C homework. Let's do 1 through 21 odd, and let's do 35 through 51 odd, okay? If you got any questions, give me a shout. Otherwise, we'll see you in a bit. Thanks a lot. Bye.